Adam Osborne was born in Thailand, the only child of eccentric British academics who later moved to India and spent the rest of their lives trying to convert Indian Christians back to Hinduism. This unconventional parentage instilled in Osborne a creative but rebellious streak from a young age. Adam studied science at the University of Birmingham in England, later moving to the United States to take a PhD in chemical engineering. His first job out of university was with Shell Oil, where he, a rebel, was admittedly difficult to manage, refusing to take mandatory trips to oil rigs and remote drilling platforms where his employer conducted their work. His managers, struggling to find a role for Dr. Osborne, had him transferred to Shell's rapidly expanding data processing department, where Adam was first exposed to computers. Although fascinated with technology, he still found taking direction from management difficult. In an interview he gave shortly before his death, Dr. Osborne admitted of his time with the oil giant, "I did not get along well. I was an extremely aggressive and frustrated overachiever." So he left Shell to work for a client as an independent consultant. It was during this engagement that he wrote his now classic book, An Introduction to Microcomputers, which went on to sell over 300,000 copies worldwide. The book helped Adam found a publishing house, Osborne Books. The quirky firm quickly developed a reputation for distributing very poorly constructed books, but Adam's unerring talent for picking the right titles at the right time made them must-have volumes for hobbyists and others interested in computer industries. In the formative years of the American PC industry, Osborne Books grew rapidly, helped in no small part by Dr. Osborne's love of personally selling books at small computer club meetings. The business was such a success that in 1979, McGraw-Hill bought Osborne Books for a reported $250,000. Adam, looking for another challenge, decided to solve some of the computer industry's long-standing problems with affordability and usability. Until this time, there was no mass-market computers other than the Apple II, which was both difficult to use and overwhelmingly expensive. At the 1980 West Coast Computer Fair, Adam challenged a well-known designer to build what he called a Volks computer, easy to use, portable, and most importantly cheap. Osborne recognised better than anyone else at the time two key factors that would make his concept a success. First, 2 decades of military-driven miniaturisation of electronic parts now made it possible to build a personal computer the size of a small suitcase. Second, personal computers were ready to break out of the domain of hobbyists, and there was a deep market of buyers who were not computing engineers or even technical at all. But in a masterstroke, the mass-produced Osborne 1 was usable right out of the box, including the basic programming language, word processing and spreadsheet programs. Although at £24 the Osborne 1 was bulky, it was the first truly portable computer. Further, it had a built-in 5-inch monochrome video screen and 2 5-inch floppy disk drives, all safely enclosed in a hard-shell case when powering it. The machine was immediately labelled a luggable computer by the press, a charge Osborne countered by stating it achieved one of his key design criteria: it must fit under an airline seat. Adam quickly formed Osborne Computer Corporation to sell this revolutionary product. Priced at $1,795, the Osborne Computer Corporation was shipping 120 machines a day a mere 6 months after launch. Within 2 years, Osborne was selling 10,000 computers each month with revenues approaching $100 million. In fact, business was so good that the Osborne rapidly expanded production capacity to meet forecasted demand. Less than a year later, Osborne Computers was bankrupt. Given the combination of highly intelligent, entrepreneurial businessman and a revolutionary product that customers couldn't get enough of, what happened?